Enlightenment is a neurological phenomenon. For centuries, Buddhism has taught that enlightenment or nirvana is a transcendent state free from suffering, desire, and the cycle of reincarnation. Followers of the Buddha believe that through practices like meditation and adherence to the Eightfold Path, one can achieve this state of ultimate liberation. But can the profound experiences described by meditators be explained through the lens of neurology? In the realm of neuroscience, researchers like Dr. Richard Davidson at the University of Wisconsin-Madison have been exploring this very intersection. Davidson's work with Tibetan monks, including studies in 2004, utilized functional magnetic resonance imaging, fMRI, to observe the brains of seasoned meditators. His findings were remarkable. The monks exhibited unusually high levels of gamma wave activity, a state associated with heightened awareness and perception. This suggests that the brain is not only capable of altering its own function, but that these alterations can mirror the experiences described by those who claim enlightenment. The 2008 study conducted by neuroscientist Dr. Andrew Newberg at the University of Pennsylvania adds another layer. Using SPECT imaging, Newberg found that during deep meditation, activity in the prefrontal cortex, responsible for self-consciousness, diminishes, while the thalamus, which regulates sensory information, becomes more active. This shift could explain the feelings of unity and dissolution of self, often reported by those in meditative states. The neurological pathway to enlightenment appears not only plausible but demonstrable through these studies. Critics, however, argue that these findings don't capture enlightenment's spiritual essence. They suggest that reducing nirvana to brainwaves undermines its profound and transformative impact. Philosopher Owen Flanagan, in his book The Bodhisattva's Brain, published in 2011, argues that enlightenment encompasses an ethical and philosophical transformation that cannot be solely explained by neurological changes. Flanagan highlights that Buddhism is not just about brain states, but about living a life aligned with compassion, wisdom, and ethical conduct, elements that no brain scan can measure. However, the counter-argument that enlightenment is purely spiritual misses the point of these scientific investigations. The purpose is not to reduce spiritual experiences to mere biological processes, but to understand how such profound states manifest in the brain. The Dalai Lama himself has welcomed this scientific inquiry, participating in dialogues at the Mind and Life Institute since 1987, emphasizing that understanding the mind through science can enhance, not detract from, spiritual practice. Moreover, the psychological research conducted by Dr. Sarah Lazar at Harvard University further dismantles the notion that enlightenment is beyond scientific explanation. Her 2005 studies on the effects of meditation showed that regular practice leads to structural changes in the brain, including increased gray matter density in areas associated with memory, sense of self, and regulation of emotion. These findings suggest that the transformation touted by Buddhist practice is not only spiritual but also physically measurable. The strongest challenge remains: can enlightenment be fully understood without considering its spiritual and ethical dimensions? The answer is complex. While neurology can illuminate the mechanisms that might accompany enlightenment, it doesn't encapsulate the entirety of the experience. However, dismissing the neurological basis ignores the significant evidence pointing to the brain's role in these transformative experiences. In conclusion, while enlightenment in its entirety may not be reducible to neurological phenomena, there is compelling evidence that the experiences traditionally associated with awakening have a concrete basis in brain activity. The intersection of neuroscience and spirituality opens new avenues for understanding how ancient practices can lead to profound changes in the human mind. It's not that one invalidates the other. Rather, they complement and enhance our understanding of what it means to achieve nirvana. So, is enlightenment a spiritual journey, a neurological state, or both? Both. both.